Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're digging into Robin Sharma's The 5 a.m. Club. And look, it's got a pretty bold idea at its core. That the very first hour of your day, that's what sets the stage for everything else.
Now I know what you're thinking. Waking up at 5 a.m., that sounds awful, right? Most of us would much rather smash that snooze button. But here's the question the book asks. What if this one single habit could literally change everything? Your productivity, your health, your whole life.
And that's really the core promise of the whole thing. Own your morning, elevate your life. It sounds simple, but it's a really powerful idea. You get a handle on that first part of the day, and everything else just starts to click into place.
Okay, so how do you actually do this? Well, the whole system is built around one central practice. Sharma calls it the victory hour.
And this is so important. It's not just about dragging yourself out of bed early. It's about what you do with that first hour. Think of it as your sacred, protected time before the emails start flooding in, before the notifications start pinging. And yeah, there's a very specific formula to it.
He calls it the 20-20-20 formula. It's super straightforward. He breaks that hour into 3 20-minute chunks, and each one has a job. One for your body, one for your mind, and one for your spirit. It's all about getting you primed for a peak performance kind of day.
So, you start at 5 a.m. with intense exercise. Then at 5:20, you move into reflection. Think journaling or meditation. And the final stretch, from 5:40, is all about growth, like learning something new. By 6 a.m., you're done. And the order here is really the secret sauce. It's not just a random list of things to do. It's designed to wake up your body and brain in the most effective way possible. Let's dig into that a little. Each part has a very clear why. The move part, that's about getting your heart pumping and sweating a bit to flush out stress hormones. The reflect part is all about getting clear and focused, journaling, planning your day. And then grow, that's where you read, listen to a podcast, whatever. Basically, you're feeding your brain. It's like a full body, full mind workout to start your day. Okay, but a couple of really important ground rules here. First, this is not about sacrificing sleep. No way. If you're going to wake up at 5 a.m., you have to get to bed earlier to get those 6 to 8 hours. And second, think of the 20-20-20 formula as a template, not a rigid rule you have to follow perfectly. You've got to customize it to make it work for you.
All right, so the routine is the how, but what about the why? Just doing the motions isn't enough. It's got to be fueled by the right mindset. And Sharma says this mindset is built on 4 key pillars of focus. Pillar number 1 is what he calls capitalization. It's a fancy word for a simple idea. Figure out what your natural gifts are, the things you're just good at, and then double down on them. Lean into your strengths. Focus number 2 is huge in our world today, eliminating distractions. I mean, we're just bombarded with digital noise, right? The idea here is to be ruthless about cutting out those interruptions so you can actually do deep, meaningful work.
And the third one is all about personal mastery. This is basically committing to being a lifelong learner, a work in progress. It's about accepting that you're never done and always looking for ways to improve yourself from the inside out.
And he breaks this down even further into what he calls the 4 interior empires. So you've got your mindset, that's your psychology, your self-talk. Then your heart set, your emotional health. Your health set is your physical fitness. And finally, your soul set, your spiritual side. And guess what? The victory hour is designed to hit all 4 of these every single day. And that brings us to the final focus, which kind of ties it all together. Day stacking. This is such a powerful concept. It's the idea that it's the small daily wins stacked one on top of the other that lead to a truly successful life. It's all about consistency, not just random bursts of intensity. Okay, so we've got the morning routine and the mindset behind it. Now let's get practical. How do you carry this momentum through the rest of your day? Well, the book has some pretty genius tactics for that.
So, one of the biggest ones is called the 90-90-90 rule. Sounds kind of like a secret code, doesn't it? But it's actually a super simple formula for making huge progress on your goals.
Here's what it is. For the next 90 days, you spend the first 90 minutes of your workday on your number 1 most important project. That's it. No emails, no meetings, just pure focus on the one thing that will move the needle the most. It's a game changer.
Then, for the rest of the day, you can use another cool tactic, the 60-10 method. You work in these super focused 60-minute bursts, and then you take a 10-minute break to completely recharge. This rhythm of intense focus followed by rest helps keep you sharp all day. And the book is just full of these little gems, like the Daily 5, where you identify 5 small things to accomplish, or the Second Wind workout, just a quick walk after work to clear your head. You can turn your commute into traffic university by listening to audiobooks. It's all about these small, clever habits that add up.
So let's zoom out. What's the end result of all this? What happens when you put it all together? The victory hour, the mindset, all these little tactics, and you just keep doing it, day in and day out.
Well, it comes right back to that idea of day stacking. See, the point isn't to have one perfect, heroic day. The magic is in the consistency. It's about being just a little bit better today than you were yesterday. Because those little wins, they compound over time into something massive.
Think about it like this. The Taj Mahal wasn't built overnight. It took over 20 years, brick by brick. And that's exactly how this works in your life. Your great days stack up, one at a time, to build something truly exceptional.
And this quote really brings it all home. Take excellent care of the front end of your day, and the rest of the day will pretty much take care of itself. It's that simple. Your morning is the foundation. You get that right, and you've set yourself up for a great day and a great life.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to implement this whole system tomorrow. The real power is just in starting. So I'll leave you with this question. What is one small thing you can do tomorrow morning to start winning your day?